show like with the neglect to tell that part of the
Yeah,
story?
but like that was normal back in the day to watch shows like that. Oh, the bad kids, and like I don't know what to do with him. It's not our fault, you know. Nobody blames the parents. Like,
Yeah, but I guess in some cases there is just a bad seed. They don't know what to
yeah,
do or whatever.
they
But I
didn't
think in a
have.
lot of cases, like they just spoiled the
But
kid, and the
I
kid
mean,
just
I'm
walks all
sorry,
over
the
him.
kid was little, and I was like, yeah,
But
I
still, it's still the
agree.
parents'
It's
responsibility. You can't
definitely
just like hold
something
a
going
kid.
on in the home.
That's why you
Yeah,
can't bring a kid to court. It's
yeah,
like it was just a reality show trying to trigger you, though.
yeah. But that's like what the shows were like when you know as a kid. So what the fuck, like
Well, yeah,
Bas
that's I mean,
Ackwards.
was that like a reality show or like
Well,
a?
it was like the talk show, like
Oh
the
yeah,
daytime talk show. Yeah, and they would have kids like like they would.
yeah. The drill sergeant.
Yeah, they like send them to military school, show them where they're gonna
Oh
end up if
brother.
they keep being the way they are. Like take them to jail and stuff. It's like what the
It's like the
fuck?
reason they're acting up is because there's a problem. I
They're
mean,
learning
not
from
always.
their
I mean, it's like
environment.
I don't know. You gotta understand. Like, there's kids that just like go and do crazy shit, and they have good
Yeah.
families.
Well, I don't know, but for the one I watched, it didn't
It's
seem
not
like
like
that.
just having a good family is all it takes. I mean, sometimes there's other
Right.
influences.
I get
Like
it.
the kids will be influenced by their peers, and it doesn't matter if they have a good family. They still want to go
Yeah.
experiment and do fun things or whatever.
But this kid was just so young. I just don't know.
But it's like, yeah, I mean, but if they're like stealing and being like shady and like fucking lying and whatever, that's when you should take a closer look at the parents and be like, what?
Kids are like sponges and just soak up whatever they learn. They don't know what
Well,
they're.
right. Well, because they're just gonna like, yeah, they're just mirroring their reality. They're just they don't, if that's who they are, have to look up to the people. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like the kids will reflect their parents to some extent. So it's like if they're just being a piece of shit, well, yeah, it's obviously the parents. But in your case, you were being a
No.
sweetheart. So people would have thought your parents must have been cool.
Yeah. Well, I thought.
Like you were the saving grace of your family. I think that's pretty much how it was. I mean, because it's by the looks of it, just by what you said and by what I've seen,
Yeah.
it just seems like you're the glue. And then, like, what are they going to do without you?
Even when I was a kid, I'm trying to remember like I was watching one video that's talking about how like yeah, in your child you like were just trying to manage your parents' nervous systems and like they'll do stuff like clean the house or whatever just so like they would be in a calm mood so like you could have some kind of for seconds of peace. But like it was my job to have to do all these things to try to make sure the environment was stable. Like when I was a
I
kid,
know.
yeah. But I remember, yeah, I did that when I was a kid too, all the cleaning and stuff. Like I did now recently.
Right.
I went through that as a kid, and I like just to make sure, like, because everything. Like my mom was flip mad about everything. When she get home if it was dirty, she, oh my god, I have to
Jeez.
do everything. So you try to do stuff so like she comes home and she doesn't freak out. It's like I was a kid though. I should have been my job. Like, it shouldn't have been a freak out of anything.
Well, they should have been grateful for what you did.
Like nobody cared about like my life, and if I was gonna freak out, like,
Right.
my nervous system
Well, it
wasn't.
was just they took it for granted that you were going to be the grounded one.
Yeah. For a long time, it was like that. I didn't have to do anything with me because I just did what I was supposed to do. And my brother was kind of the trouble kid, and then switched, and I stopped doing it.
She right.
I wasn't getting any perks or anything or love or not that it was for to get something, but
Well, if you never give your kid any love, I mean, it's gonna come out in different ways. It's like, I mean, it's amazing that it took you so long to finally realize it's like your parents just don't ever say anything nice to you. They've never done that, like your whole life. They don't know how to do that. It's just so weird. I never heard them say anything nice to you. Like, and when I look back on it, it's always just like some kind of little wisecrack, or like a
yeah.
snicker,
It's
like
always like a just kidding, but like when
exactly.
it's
Yeah,
like
I
if you
always thought it
say it
was
all the
just
time,
right.
like
I thought it was just like a jest. But it's like if that's all that it ever was,
yeah,
then it's like, well, then it's just like they're being snide. They're kind of just like, oh, she's not really that good, or she's not really that, she's not really doing it for the right thing, or whatever. They're always trying to assume the worst about you, and they're always wrong too, which is what's fucked up. Or they just want to like downplay something that was actually really good. Like you make some really good food, and your dad wants the shitty macaroni and cheese. It's just like everything you do gets overlooked. It's almost like a rule of thumb. They just don't want to let you like shine at all.
Trolls, kind of weird. I can't believe people would be so methodical in their bullshit. It must be exhausting.
Well, that's what I wonder. It's almost like there was like some meeting, Okay, we can't let her have any glory. Gotta get the charger real quick. But I think it's kind of like an unspoken, like narcissistic. Like, I mean, do narcissists like know that they're narcissists, or do they like? I mean, because they have to know when they're around another one, you know. Like I'm, because that's the thing. That's how you can tell because they're never gonna admit that they're wrong.
Right.
So that's the only way to really tell. I mean, it's like because everybody's wrong sometimes, but it's like how you.
That means Megan's been wrong forever.
Right. I mean, those
She's
people.
never been able to say sorry ever.
Right.
And she would just believe she does the whole life lesson you have to trust him everywhere.
I mean, I've known so many people like that would never ever dare. It seems like that. Like this is like a lot of people that I've known. It's like a regular thing.
It's so easy. It's so relieving.
And then there's just people that just know that it's wrong what they're doing, but they don't care. They'll never, but they still never admit it though. But like I'm trying to think what I'm trying to say is there'll be people like I've heard them like talking up, where they're like saying things that they did that they know were wrong, but they're laughing about it. Like I took his thing and I fucking did that, just like totally talking about how they're just totally fucked somebody over, and they're like, so they know that they did something wrong, but they're laughing about it. So it's like, yeah, but they would never admit it to that person.
Yeah, they still have to keep the facade that they're.
But it's like they let down their cover, like in that case, because they think they're going to be like impressing people that they got over on somebody or something. I mean, I've hung out with some real fucking, some real dirtbags, man. God. And I hate when people think that just because you're like partaking in whatever it is, that all of a sudden you're just cool with every kind of crime.
Yeah.
They start talking about some crazy shit. It's like, whoa, dude, slow down. Yeah. I'm not like, who do you think I am? Let's go rob a bank. I'm just kidding. I've never hung out with people that wanted to take me to rob a bank. I might have done it. I might have been like, yeah, let's go. You got a good plan? You ready?
When Megan told me to keep it on current, and then like Derek just told me like, oh yeah, I did this, blah blah blah. I'm like,
yeah, exactly. You're like, okay, well, what do you want me to do with that information?
I don't remember how I reacted to her, but in my mind, I'm like,
you're supposed to just be all like fucking.
We're gonna plan your wedding.
Like, you're supposed to just be all trashed with her and just be like, oh, it's classic, ha ha ha.
No, it ate me up. That's why I eventually blew up. But it was like a lot.
But like, do you think she had? It's like she hadn't sized you up at all or something, like thinking that that's going to be what you want to hear.
I was like,
I hate that's like too much information, It's like, why do you want to?
Already after the fact, where like
tell me all that shit.
He was like, man, I'm really questioning it. I don't know if I should marry her.
Well, like in the case where like they're going to have you marry them, and she tells you that she cheats on. What are you supposed to say at their wedding? Yeah.
Exactly.
They're like, well, she cheated on him, but I still decided to come here and marry.
You want me to give a speech and like talk about how beautiful your relationship is?
No, that would have been funny if you just gone and just like said it how it is.
The wedding, man, because it was building up already. That's why I blew up beforehand.
Dude, the wedding was probably ruined anyways.
Well, thank God it blew up beforehand, because like I said,
they did get married though.
Yeah. I would have went to the wedding and I would have drank, and then and then it would be like, speak now or forever hold your peace.
Well, you knew better than to go. Yeah.
I didn't want to go anyway. So
they wanted you to get licensed and go and do it,
huh? Yeah, I couldn't believe that.
Like, after telling you all that dirt.
Ordained.
What? See, people are just so fucking ridiculous, dude.
Yeah.
Like what? I'm telling you, the society we live in is very immature. This society is not that old. I think we've been reset like somewhere not that long ago, because the general population, the collective mindset is so child, like so immature. There's not wisdom. There's not wisdom in this
It's all
society.
fake.
It's just all artificial and fake and hollow, and just everybody's just so like. I mean, I love everybody. And don't get me wrong. I'm not like jaded, but I just feel like, what's the thrill in like being like half at just being?
Faking it. Why
Yeah,
even do it at all? Like,
what
why?
is the fun in that? Like,
Why?
what?
Why don't you just try
Where are
to
we
do the
going
real
here?
thing
Yeah.
though? Like,
What
why
are we
don't
just
you?
putting on an act? I mean, what the fuck, dude?
Well, all that time you spend on doing the fake thing, you could do it for real. That's all
Yeah,
it is.
or just not do it, you know.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if that's what you want, then do
But
it for
why
real.
do it for fake? That's what the fuck, just to fake
But
it. I
that's
mean, that
all.
seems like such a waste of time.
Yeah.
Like, who are you trying to impress? I mean, what is you get? You feel like you're gonna get an award or
You're like
something?
the adult card, because that was the next on the adult card that she had to do or something.
Right, it's like a bucket list. You
Yeah.
gotta check off all these
It doesn't
things.
matter if it's real or not, but just like we have to meet all
Yeah,
the
we did the thing.
criteria. Yeah, like
Got the
we
pictures.
did the thing. I haven't done marriage yet. You know, I might as well just do it. And
Oh, brother.
but then you want everyone to lie with you. I was like, no, it's not gonna happen.
That's what I hate. Yeah, it was when you're supposed to like put on this fake
Yeah.
face. You know. Oh yeah, that's great. Yeah.
Sorry, yes.
Just get behind this shit where you know it's just
I
a
was like, I
sham.
can't lie anymore. I'm not lying. Especially in front of people.
I hate when like couples will like fight and break up, and then one of them will come to you and like confide in you, and like you'll like counsel them or whatever, and
And then they get back
they
together.
put you on the spot, but then they get back together, and then it's like,
And you look bad for
right, exactly, yeah.
like,
You're like, well, you
saying
shouldn't be with them because of this and that, you know, because they're trying to. You're just
Yeah.
telling them what they want to hear, kind of, you know, like, oh, you don't deserve that or whatever.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, it's like you're the bad guy. You're like,
You're
oh,
the jerk.
thanks for fucking putting me in the middle of that. Dang it. Lay me down once more to lay me down with my head. And sparkling clover. Let the world roll by like clouds streaming. Lay me down one last time. Lay me down. To lie with you once more. To lie with you with our body entwined together. Fucking thing. I don't know how to fucking rig this shit up. Need like a little clamp. Oh, there we go. Is the sound back on? Sorry about that. I probably lost my audience. Oh well. I tried. My phone is being a little bitch. Every time I tried to turn the microphone back on, it was saying, choose a sticker. I'm like, what the fuck, a sticker? What are you talking about? I'm trying to do my show. I'm going to choose a sticker. What the fuck you mean by sticker? How can you do a sticker while you're doing a live stream? What the fuck's going on? Sticker? Hopefully the volume's back on. I think it's rigged up enough. This is a joke. I'm so ghetto. There we go. That looks pretty sturdy right there. That's solid. Hopefully people should come back to my show and watch me be a dork. I'm a professional dork. I studied in the dorkiest schools. I'm a I have a PhD in dorkiness. No, I just studied reverse psychology. I'm a reverse psychologist. See, I just realized that everything is Bas Ackwards in this world, so I became a reverse psychologist and I began to study truth because it turns out the truth is usually the opposite of what's been told to you. The world is all upside down, Bas Ackwards, and inside out. So I just realized when I come at it from behind, it just usually makes more sense. You just got to start running against the grain as like a rule of thumb. It's just like a standard approach to everything. Cause fuck this place, dude. The society needs to be reset again already. We're just in a really immature society. I'm just at the point where I realize that like there's not I can't like we're not gonna we need to excel to the next level. This level has been like it's spent. I mean, it's just so shallow and plastic and everybody knows the truth on some level. It's like it just needs to start becoming like the way we live instead of just like this inert. I don't know. I think people have become rather calcified or something. With the idea of God is just sort of like this silly idea now. Oh, you're one of those. You believe in God. You're one of those people. What do you like? Read the Bible and go to Sunday school? I mean, we don't have to compartmentalize our spirituality really. It's just obviously there's more to life than just, consumerism and phony plastic fucking cheap thrills. I mean, come on. It gets old. These people that are like billionaires, I mean, look what they got to do to get their kicks. I mean, it's just not pretty, dude. I mean, and that's what we're all shooting for. Like, we all want to be like them. No, you don't. Nobody wants to be like that. So it's like, it's really, I mean, those are the people that won. We're the winners. We're the billionaires. We're the winners. Well, your lives are disgusting. I mean, it's sad. Like, that's really too bad. That's what you decided to do with yourself. Like, you do anything and you're going to, whatever. It's like you got to be in this club. You can't have that much money without like being a complete degenerate. They won't let you. They'll like kill you or they'll find some way to like compromise you or something. Aren't there any nice billionaires out there that don't want to hurt people? I don't think so because it's like being a billionaire is just like it's the the greed has just gotten the best of you because I mean I don't think I'd be able to like maintain that kind of money. I'd just be like I would just want to give it to everybody. Like what would I do with all that? If I had like a billion, I would just be giving it to everybody. I wouldn't be able to like not give it to people. But I mean, I guess if you're just a rich, like if that's your mindset, it'd be one thing. Like if you had to, you know, strive against all odds to get it, and it's just like you work really hard. But even then, like, just my headspace now, like if I had all that money, I would just give it away. I'd find people that really needed it and just be like, hey, what's up? Check it out. Boom. People that really needed it, that would really appreciate it, and just set them up. What are you going to do with all that? Why would you need all that? It's so stupid. I mean, whatever. It's cool. I mean, that would suck too, because then you just have a bunch of fake friends that just want to want your money. Because being made of money doesn't really make you anybody special. Nope. Being made of money doesn't make you anybody fucking special. Nope. Makes you a lot of phony friends, and in the end, I'm just a free flow, a freak show that can't go forever on the down low. You'll get beat up from the feature that induced an epileptic seizure. Walking through their room and looking like a foreign creature. Walking through their room and just looking like a foreign creature. Spitting bullets, pull at the flesh and discard the rest of the mess. By glass specks, give you a far off train wreck before they met in a head-on collision. Just a head-on collision. X-ray vision, high definition, limited edition of a rendition that they're never gonna get or listen to. You do the mathematics, and you'll choke and cough up a kaleidoscope. Do the mathematics and you'll choke and you'll cough up a kaleidoscope. That would be painful. You do the mathematics and you'll choke and you'll cough up a kaleidoscope. Being made of money doesn't mean being made of money doesn't really make you anybody special. Being made of money doesn't really make you anybody special. Being made of money doesn't really make you anybody funny. Doesn't make you anybody funny. Being made of funny money doesn't make you anybody fucking funny. Being fucking funny doesn't make you any fucking money. Being fucking funny doesn't make you any fucking money. I know. Merry run around, sailing up and down, looking for a shot in some direction. Let me get it from the top. Nothing you can stop. Lord, you know they made a fine connection. They love each other. Lord, you can see that it's true. Lord, you can see that it's true. Lord, you can see it's true. Lord, you can see that it's true. Nothing they explain, like a diesel train. Better not be there when it rolls over. I gotta go make the bed real quick. Hey Sue, I hope you can hang out for a minute while I make the bed. Or maybe I'll just bring this in there with me in case anybody's watching. Oh, it looks like it says 0. Is anybody in there? Well, looks like nobody's here. I'm just gonna go make the bed real quick. I gotta make my kid's bed. This will take about 5 minutes. When that train goes in, don't know where it's been. You got to try to see a little further. They love each other. Lord, you can see, Lord, you can see it's true. An inanimate mannequin, the inanimate mannequin skin job. Mankind next of kin. Smoke and mirrors, this isn't how it appears. It's a trick to get your attention and direct it in such a way and play on your fears. Take the wheel and steer you down a slippery road. In your mind. I gotta put you in your bed here, boy. You have to wake up and go back to sleep. Have to wake up and go back to sleep, boy. See, my boy comes down here and he falls asleep in our bed every night. I gotta make a little bed for him right here for him to pass out on because he refuses to go sleep in his room. But that's okay because we left it. Back when he used to be light enough to carry around, I would just carry him to his bed. Now I just make a bed for him right here. Kind of silly routine. He's got his own bed and everything. It's all good. Oh, that is nice and comfortable. Okay, boy, I got you a bed here. I gotta get you in it. Oh, sit you down. Ooch. Ooch. Can I get you to flop in your bed here, boy? Please. Right there, look at this nice cozy bed waiting for you. Come on. Don't get back on the bed. Right there. I'm waiting. Get on your bed, please. What do you think I'm doing this for? I love you, but you need to get on your bed. Honey, why are you trying to fight me? Can you please go to sleep on your bed? Well, you can't go back on the bed. What am I doing this for? I'm trying to get you in that bed right there so Brittany can get in bed. You know the drill, man. Don't act like you don't. You never want to get all the way on the bed. There you go. All right, that's it. Goofball. You cozy? Love you, honey. I got this strawberry, another watermelon, sour apple gushers. Oh yeah. Those things are good. I love you. Oh, look at the raccoons. What's up, guys? Hey, fellas. What you guys doing? What you doing? Hey, guys. What's going on? I'm gonna give them these crunchies. You guys want some crunchies? There you go. Here's my little raccoons. The smaller one's Whiskers. And that one's Mama. Whiskers and Mama. I like Whiskers. He's cute. I love him. And God said, "Let there be trash pandas with little bandit masks, and let them eat from the dumpsters and people's scraps, and let them eat the garbage that people leave." And it was good. Let there be trash pandas that eat scraps from the dumpsters, and let them wear little bandit masks so they look like little robbers, little varmints. You varmint! That's a funny little word. Fucking varmint. That's like something like Yosemite Sam or like, well, fucking varmint. You. It'd be funny if someone should do a Yosemite Sam cartoon where he's like using cuss words. It'd be pretty funny. Yosemite Sam's all like cussing people out. You know, because like the rascally rabbit's always fucking with him. If he just like cussed out Bugs Bunny one of these days, you know. You fucking rabbit! Fucking kill you. Are you guys scared of my shadow? Sorry, it looks big, huh? Oh, your raccoons are so cute. Can you see them? No, you can't see them, huh? They're grubbing. Little grubbers. They're funny. I don't think anybody's even watching me. It always says 0 on my end. Because that's how many people like my show. Mm. I could watch them eat for hours. It's so fun. These gushers stick to your teeth, though. They're good, but they stick to your teeth. I always hate that when candy sticks to your teeth. Fucking annoying. When I was on my last hope, I was going for broke. I wasn't. How's it go? When I was on my last hope, I was going for broke. I wasn't sure if I was gonna make it. It took a while for me to took a while for me to smile, and I just did not know that I had gone. Let me try again. When I was on my last hope, I was going for broke. I wasn't sure if I was gonna make it. It took a while for me to smile, and I just did not know that I had gone fucking crazy. But sometimes things get so dramatic and everyone panics. It just makes me makes me lose it. Every step I take away from you, I can tell I'm just as well. I'm just as well. I'm just as well. So it goes. Sometimes things get so dramatic and everyone panics. It makes me lose it. But every step I take away from you, I can tell I'm just as well. I'm just as well. So I took this moment and I put it all down just so I could let you know I'm still in control as far as I know. Even when I let go, I'm still in control as far as I know. Even when I let go, even when I let go, even when I let go, still in control, just as far as I know. Even when I let go. Sometimes things get so dramatic. No, it goes. Sometimes things get so dramatic and everyone panics. It makes me lose it. It makes me lose it. Every step I take away from you, I can tell I'm just as well. I'm just as well. Okay, I think that's how it goes. That bridge was really hard. I think I finally got it down. Sometimes things get so dramatic and everyone panics. It makes me lose it. Every step I take away from you, I can tell I'm just as well. I'm just as well. And so I took this moment and put it all down just so I could let you I'm still in control as far as I know. Even when I let go, even when I let go, even when I let go, I'm still in control as far as I know. Even when I let go, yeah. When I was on my last hope, I was going for broke. I wasn't sure if I was gonna make it. It took a while for me to smile. I just did not know that I had gone fucking crazy. Because you never know. I mean, you never know when you go crazy. You know, it's like, because if you know, you can't know that you're crazy. That's the thing. If you ever want to get funny money, you just have to go down there and be like, you know what? Everybody thinks I'm crazy, but I'm not crazy. I know I'm not crazy. It's everybody else. I mean, that's the truth. I mean, everybody else is fucking crazy. I'm not the one who's fucking crazy. They all think I'm crazy, but I'm not. I know I'm not. They'll be like, okay, this guy's certified 5150. Get him out of here. Get him on some meds. Get him some free money. Get him some funny money. Get him out of here. He thinks he's not crazy. He's definitely crazy. That's all you got to do. It's a fucking airtight case. It's foolproof. It's foolproof. It's called reverse psychology. No one's even watching me. Why do I do this? What is the point of doing this? Can somebody fucking clue me in? Why do I do this? Make me stop because it's fucking annoying. Obviously, nobody likes it. I mean, I'm the only guy that likes it. And I don't even think I even like it. So why do I do this? I don't know. Why am I doing this? Stop for a stop for a stop for a stop. Stop doing this. Nobody even watches you. Why do you do this? I don't know. I mean, I can't even get people to talk to me in the chat. It's like the most pathetic show that's on the internet. Really, it's sad. It's a sad display. Really, I don't know why I do it. I think I'm just like I feel like I deserve the punishment or something. I'm like, I know, I'll do a live stream, and then people want to be like, oh, cool, and like listen to me, and I'm gonna talk about stuff. And boy, was I fooling myself. I got like 3 or 4 like loyal fans, but I can't expect them to always be like ready when I'm, you know. And they're not like fans; they're just people that I would consider friends that I would like hang out with if they were around, like Sue, and like, you know, like raccoon, mental raccoon. I mean, what a cool screen name, mental raccoon glass. What the fuck? That is so random. I knew when I saw that screen name, I'm like, oh, I gotta sub to this guy. Mental raccoon glass. What the fuck? He's a glass blower, but like, still, where's a mental raccoon part? I mean, that's just so funny. I love it. It's random. I like random things. Things that are random. Are they really random? How do you know it's random? Are you a coincidence theorist? There's 2 types of people. You're either a coincidence theorist or a conspiracy realist. And the coincidence theorists are starting to realize that the conspiracy realists, are usually right because like we're the ones that actually do research, that actually look into things and try to verify stuff and like do some cross referencing and actually like try to connect some dots, instead of just being like, oh, it's just all a coincidence. They said it was, so it is. No, it's not a coincidence, man. You know what coincidence is? It's just an abbreviation. It's short for cognitive dissonance. Coincidence is short for cognitive dissonance because every time you say something's a coincidence, what you're really saying is like, it's causing me cognitive dissonance. It's a coincidence. I meant to say it's a coincidence. I mean, it's caused me cognitive dissonance. Whoops. Oh, the truth leaked out for a second. Sorry, my bad. Got to watch that. Can't be letting the truth leak out on YouTube. Cause if you say something that YouTube don't like, they come along and they give you a strike. talking about something that they're trying to hide. It's a good way to get your tubes tied up right quick. They don't like that shit one bit. Nope. They're like, oh, stop him. It's true. It's too true. It's too true to be good. It's just fucking terrible. Make 'em stop. It's too true to be good. It's too bad that the truth is just so unbearable. Because it's now the last thing they want to hear, and it's too late to cover their ears. It's all bad, man. Yeah, there goes the neighborhood. Too true to be good. You should just shut it down. Shut 'em down. Go eat some goy slop. Shut 'em down. You want to end up like Jackie? It's like sun worship is like, it's always like at the core of everything. It's like, you know, this sun worship. You know, I don't think that we should be worshiping the sun. I think we are from the sun. I think our souls spawned from the sun. Every spark of life that is spawned on earth draws its spark from a source of spark. Well, where's the source, I wonder? Well, the sun. That's why you see sunspots, because the souls are spawning from the sun, and there's, you know, it draws from the sun and leaves a sunspot. That little black spot on the sun today, that was my soul up there. But worshiping the sun seems foolish. Why don't we just appreciate the sun or just understand the sun? The sun is the earth's sun. The sun was born from the earth. The earth is a living thing. It gives birth to a sun. It springs from the navel of the earth. These are all terms I didn't make up. It's just, I'm just taking the words that were given to me and just making a story. The earth gave birth to a sun. It was born from the navel of the earth. The water broke and the sun was born. And that's why we have all this salt water everywhere, because salt water bears a striking resemblance to amniotic fluid. Interesting. Well, where did all the salt water come from? It doesn't rain salt water. It's awful lot of amniotic fluid. I think we're on our second sun, so that's a lot of water. When both waters broke, I mean, that's where we got all our oceans. And we're on our second sun. There's still the other one's still up there floating around, but it's not alive anymore. It's already spawned all its souls. They all went to heaven. That's what all the stars are. Yep. The second sun's still floating around up there. It's just not alive anymore. So it's the moon. The moon is an old sun. It's a dead sun. The Death Star, the Death Star, the dead sun. It looks like the moon, right? It's all spelled out there for you. You just have to go and figure it out. Little clues left behind by people that know. We're on our second sun, the second coming. And, they've got the truth pretty well hid, but it's right there for you to go and find. You don't even have to peel away the protective layers. The layers are just the lies. You just have to realize that there's a lot of lies to try to hide the truth. They try to hide the truth, so they put a bunch of layers of lies all over it. But if you can peel away the truth's protective layers, you'll get to the truth. Truth doesn't have protective layers, no. The only things hiding the truth are the lies. So you just have to remove the lies. You can call them layers or whatever, the protective layers, but it's more like just lies. The protective layers. Truth doesn't need protective layers. The truth is like fuck. The truth is fucking indestructible. It doesn't need protection. The truth is just, it's there, man. The truth is like the big stone in the river. You know what I mean? It's not going anywhere. And after a while, all this debris and all this crud, after all this shit goes down, all the shit storm, it gets all tangled up around all the fucking shits all over the place, all these twigs and all this garbage and crud all fucking tangled up on that rock that was in the river. Can't see that rock anymore. All you see is all this crud, all this crap, all these tangled up fucking mess of crap from the shitstorm. But then, shit just keeps flowing, the water just washes it away. The lies are water soluble. They dissolve, Once the liars are out of the way, the lies kind of dissolve. There's nobody there to maintain them anymore, and they just kind of biodegrade, just wash away in the river, you know. And lo and behold, there's that stone. It's right there, right where it was the whole time. That truth, that stone cold truth, right there. That stone cold truth. You can't get rid of that. You can't hide it forever. It might be hidden by, some shitstorm that flowed through, but it all biodegrades and washes away. It's that stone was all this shit all over it. But that shit washes away, dude. So you can try to lie all you want, but like, it's really not gonna last forever. The truth just it becomes known. It's there and you can't get rid of it. It shines eventually. That's why it was fun discovering the flat earth because I'm like, oh yeah, oh, I thought it was dumb, but now I realize it's actually true. Whoa, it was that easy. Oh yeah, it is, huh? It is a level plane. That's right. That's right. That's what we experience. Oh yeah, we just thought it was a ball because we were told it was a ball. Oh, that's crazy. We just believed it on faith. We're just little kids, though. You can't blame us. How come nobody falls off the ball, mommy? Oh, because of magic. Oh, well, it's magic. Okay, that makes sense. It's about all you need to know. I mean, gravity, whatever, same thing. But you see, once you realize the Earth is planar, because it is, we live on it. And all you have to do is just go out and look at it and be on it and remember what your experience was on Earth. It's planar. It expands outward. If we were to go about making concentric circles on the face of the Earth, start right here in your yard, make a big circle on the ground, make a big enclosed perimeter, a circle. Now you're going to make concentric circles. Concentric circles are circles around the outside of circles. It's like circles around circles. So like you make a circle and then you make another one around that one. You know what I mean? Because you're circling around the outside of your previous circle. They just keep getting bigger. So we're doing that on the surface of the Earth here. Just imagine this with me, if you will. So the circles keep getting bigger. At first, it was just in your yard. You could see the whole circle, right? But then it gets bigger and bigger and bigger because you're going around the outside of your previous circle. Each one gets bigger, right? So they get bigger and bigger and bigger, these circles. And every time you make a new circle, you're encompassing more Earth. So you know it's going to be a bigger one. Okay, so this goes on for a while. Your circles get fucking huge. You're encompassing all kinds of, you're like encompassing a whole state and like part of another state. I mean, your circles are fucking huge. Here's one thing you can understand about this thought experiment. As long as there's more Earth beyond your circle, like if you go around the whole circumference, your whole perimeter of your circle, as long as you can see more Earth beyond that you haven't circled yet, you know that you can continue making bigger circles. So that's the only thing you have to understand. You walk around the whole perimeter of your circle, your whole circumference, and if you see more Earth beyond the whole thing, then you know you can keep making bigger circles, right? And you would just continue making bigger circles. And like every time you're finished, you go walk around the whole circumference, you see there's more Earth beyond that circle. So you just make another bigger circle, and they just keep getting bigger, right? And that's all that can happen because Earth presents itself as being planar, right? So these circles are going to get wider and wider and wider. And every time you finish your circle, you go around the whole circumference, it might take you days to get all the way around it, but you'll see there's more Earth beyond your circle. There's always going to be more Earth to expand into, I mean, it really doesn't matter how big of a circle you get. If as long as there's more Earth beyond that circle that you've got, the next circle is going to be bigger. And it looks like there's always going to be more Earth beyond that circle or ocean or whatever, but you're just making a perimeter on the surface of the Earth. So it's like that the next circle is going to be bigger because you can see more Earth beyond that circle that you just made. There's no way around that. It only can get bigger. So these circles that we're making, they can only get bigger. You have to understand this because as long as there's more Earth beyond your circle, which I'd imagine there should be, right? Unless you run out of space to expand into. But let's not even talk about that right now. Let's just talk about the fact that every time you make a new circle, it's going to be bigger because there's more Earth beyond the circle that you made You know that next circle is going to be bigger. And that's the only thing you're going to be experiencing while you're doing this. You finish your circle, oh, there's more earth beyond this circle. We're going to make another bigger one. It's going to be like that indefinitely. That's the only result we'll ever see because Earth presents itself as being planar. So therefore, it's only going to get bigger. That's the only thing we ever see happen. It's a fact. It's intuitive. It's understand. You have to understand it's a fact. That's all that could happen. Those circles could only get bigger because there's always going to be more Earth beyond your circle. So that means you can make a bigger one. And and this wouldn't be possible like on a globe Earth. If the Earth was a globe, the biggest circle you can make is at the median, halfway across the Earth. And then, like say, let's say you start at in the north and you start making your circles, and they get all the way down to the equator. That's the biggest circle you're gonna make. That's the biggest circle you can make on Earth. And yeah, it's only circling half the Earth. Now your circles are gonna have to start to get smaller. Now, this is where it gets confusing because in this realm that we inhabit right now, that really can't logically happen. They can't get smaller because it's always going to be the same situation. We're going to be expanding, and as long as there's more Earth beyond our circle, we know the next circle is going to be bigger. There's no way around that. There's no way around that. Now they want to try to say, oh well, that's because you're sideways and upside down and fucking is, the negatives. And they're going to make all these excuses, but the thing is, you're not sideways and you're not upside down, and you know that there's going to be more Earth beyond your perimeter. So that means the next one has to be bigger. If you want me to think that you can put a smaller circle around the outside of another circle here on Earth, well then you're smoking crack, dude. And the only reason you believe that's possible is because you just imagine that we live on a big ball. But we but that's just in your imagination, man. In reality, those circles can only get bigger. You just have to understand this is a fact. This is intuitive knowledge. This is wisdom that is just so easy to it's easy to wrap your mind around, but you just have to realize, damn, I gotta admit that the earth isn't a globe. I have to just admit that's it. That's the death of the globe right there. Because those circles can't shrink. They can only get bigger. That's just a matter of fact. Because there's gonna be more earth beyond your circle. That means it has to be bigger. There's no way around it. You can't you can't argue with me about this. Oh well, the earth is a globe, so it has to get smaller. That's not an argument. That's you making a claim that's counterintuitive. That's you departing from what we all would expect to be reality in order to believe in your little model. But the thing is, nobody even really thinks the Earth is a globe. They think they do. But when I've asked them these questions, I've asked even flat Earth haters, like people that are like big time, like Duffy and these guys that hate flat Earth. I've asked them my line of questioning, which is like, can you draw a smaller circle around the outside of another circle on the ground? No. And I'll hold their hand all the way through, and I'll be like, okay, so the circles just have to get bigger, right? Yeah. And they'll follow my logic all the way through, and I'll be like, okay, at the point where I'm like, okay, so they're just gonna get bigger all the way out. That's the only thing that can happen, right? Yeah, right. And they'll be getting annoyed. And I'm like, okay, well then, well, welcome back to flat Earth, And then they get pissed and start changing their answers because they realize I just fucking tricked them. I didn't trick them. I just basically showed them that they too think the Earth is a level planar realm, the same as I do. But they're busy trying to like carry on with this facade of like, oh, we're gonna kill the flat Earth. We're crushing the flat Earth because flat Earth is debunked. People are crazy. Like if we're so crazy, what are you worried about? Just go away. Like why do people obsess over it? It's like why are you so emotionally attached to your ball? The thing is, Earth can't be a ball, and if I mean it can't. I mean, if it is, well then you know what? It's magic, and I have to depart from what I know to be reality in order to believe in it. So I don't feel like believing in it. I don't want to depart from what I know to be reality in order to believe in some model. In order to believe that Earth looks like that little globe on your desk. There's our there's our whole place up right there. It's the whole thing. It's all nice and neat in a little ball. It's not what Earth is. It's not what Earth is at all. Nobody's ever experienced that. Nobody's ever on the side of a ball or upside down on the bottom of the ball. When you're busy making expanding circles, they can only get bigger, and that's because Earth is planar. It presents itself as being planar. Nobody's ever experienced a globe Earth. No, it's just all on TV. Like, it's hard for some people to believe this. It's like, but really, what's going on? The only thing that you're believing is that the Earth is a ball. You're not knowing that it is, because nobody knows that. No, you would have to see it to know it, or you have to experience it in some way. You have to witness the ball, Earth, in order to know that it's a ball. But nobody's done that. No, dude. We've been having flat Earth conversations for over 10 years. And, you'd think by now, like, one of these astronauts would, like, come shut us down. I mean, it's like it's spreading like wildfire. There's like fucking millions of flat earthers. You think that, like, at some point, like, one of these astronauts would come set us straight and just, like, you guys are wrong. Like, what do I got to do to prove to you that you're wrong? Like, it wouldn't be that hard for them to shut us all down. They could just come in and be like, okay, what do I got to do? I'm your man. Here, I'm an astronaut. I'm going to space. Here, what do I got to do? I'll give you my phone number. You guys can call me on your live stream when I'm going up to space, and I'll show you out the window the whole time. And when we get to the low G, you'll be with me the whole time. There won't be any cuts or like any CGI. You'll see that it's me, and I'll show you that the Earth is a globe. That's what they should have done a long time ago if they really want us to believe it. But they're not going to do that because it's all bullshit. No, they won't do that. That's what would happen in like a legitimate like situation, where it's like there's people that don't believe something, and these other people know that it is that, and they would be like, "Oh, you people don't believe it? Well, like, let's help you show you what the truth is," and they would like they would correct the situation. But the astronauts, the flat Earth is off limits for them. They're not allowed to talk to us. Otherwise, they would. They would tell us that we're wrong, and they would help show us the truth. I mean, don't wouldn't you want people to know the truth? But no, they avoid us like the plague. You know, if I was an astronaut and I knew the Earth was a globe, I'd come talk to the flat Earth and be like, hey, you guys, I know. I mean, you're just looking for truth. And but like, here's the truth. And I'm gonna give you my number, and when I go to the ISS, I'm gonna bring you guys with me virtually, and then you guys can actually see that this is true. And I would help people understand the truth. But that's not what these guys are trying to do. No, it's all performative. It's all a big show, dude. Look at anything that NASA has ever presented to the public, and just go into it with a critical eye and be like, is this all just performative? Ask yourself that before you watch it, and then you'll realize that absolutely it is. It's absolutely just performative. None of it is, there's no substance. None of it is even believable, really. All the little presentations they do are just so corny and fucking, it's just empty. There's nothing there. It's just performative. They just do it so they can show the microphone floating, and they do a little somersault. It's just a fucking show, man. They put hairspray in their hair. It's totally, it's bad. I mean, it's lowbrow. And once you look at it with a critical eye, you're like, oh man, there's something going on here. This is not, this is bad news, dude. And like, I would really hate to have to be in a situation where I'm defending that as being real, because it sure as fuck isn't. I mean, whatever, dude. Maybe there's the space station or whatever. It's not a space station. Maybe there's something up there flying around. But the shit that they show us ain't ain't what they say it is. That shit's fake, dude. You can there's mistakes they've made. You can see the green screen. You can actually see. I mean, they've been fucking exposed, but they just won't. You know, there's just so many believers that they just don't want to. They don't want to look at the proof that it's been exposed. It's been sufficiently exposed, and it's just kind of a sad situation that people still want to believe in it, and that they keep perpetuating this like this massive scam, this con. It's a long con. It's been going on a long time, and like this shit. They're going to go to the moon. It's fucked up, man. It's mind control, and it's just fucked up, dude. They want us to believe in this certain paradigm. They want us to all stay within this paradigm. It's like it's a construct. The whole thing is a construct. Everything that they've fucking
designed for our society to all like believe and be part of. It's all just this phony ass construct. The fictitious name and the fucking, the capitalism and your capitalized name and your fucking straw man and all this fucking shit with your fucking registration, your birth control, and all these weird fucking little like governmental. Like, here's the thing: if you're ever gonna argue that you need a government, basically what you're arguing unwittingly is that you don't have any control over your mind. Arguing for a government is like telling people that you can't control your own mind. And that's a pretty sad state of affairs, if you ask me. Because that's what government means. It means mind control. Anyways, I gotta go, buddy.